guys, I am here today to do a reading on Charles and Camilla. I don't have any announcements or anything to say before that, so we'll just go ahead and get started. I have already shuffled the decks a little bit, and I've cleansed the energy. I wasn't actually going to do a reading today, but I thought, let's check on Charles and Camilla. I keep getting questions about them, and they're a little bit off subject from what we normally talk about, but still related. I haven't seen Camilla out much. I know they did just go on a, some call it a work trip, some call it an epic vacation. For me, it would be an amazing vacation. Apparently, allegedly, supposedly, they were working on that vacation. So, general energies, please, for Charles and Camilla. How are they feeling? What's going on there? Are there troubles in their marriage? Are they genuinely happy? They seem happy to me, but that's just an outsider looking in. You never really know what's going on, you know, behind closed doors. Can't really judge a person's marriage by what they present, you know, when they are dressed up and outside and all that. Yeah, okay. So I just pulled some energies. I didn't even designate Charles and Camilla, but it looks like this first one is Camilla. We have Death in reverse and the Eight of Swords. So refusal to change, resistance to major life change, feeling bound. Okay, and we talk about this all the time. This is fear that's more in your head than it is in reality, but your perception is your reality, so that's not a good feeling. Then we have the King of Swords upright and the Six of Wands in reverse. So this is feeling the truth, telling the truth. It can be being overly critical, that kind of energy. Six of Wands in reverse is usually victory. It's triumph after battle. It's the hero's welcome coming home from war. So in reverse, it looks like Charles is not feeling that way, or feeling like maybe like he deserves it, but he's not getting it from her. Maybe, you know, maybe he feels like she doesn't recognize all the work that he's done, or he just feels not appreciated. Okay. Whatever that means. I don't have details, but we'll see what else comes out. Charles and Camilla, their marriage. Can you just give me some energies for what's going on there? That was a ton of cards. Energies for Charles and Camilla, please. Just anything to sort of give us an idea of how things are going for them. I am one of those people who used to not like Camilla just because, you know, Love Princess dies so much, but the heart wants what it wants, and sometimes, you know, it's really true. You can't help sometimes who you fall in love with, and yeah, you can always choose your head over your heart, absolutely, but I guess I don't mind that Charles ended up with somebody that he really loves, and she seems to have taken to the role quite nicely. She seems to get along with the family and in the family, so I think that's good. Ooh, sorry, that's all the cards. All right, I'm going to leave these out because they turned over. I've got King of Cups in reverse, Nine of Swords in the upright, the Lovers reversed, Strength reversed, and Six of Wands in the upright now. Okay, and we just had Six of Wands in the reverse. So King of Cups reversed. These are, of course, it can be a water sign. Cups are emotions. King of Cups upright is somebody who is emotionally stable, very emotionally mature. He does feel things, but he knows when to kind of hold back on that. Part of being emotionally mature is not allowing other people to anger you easily, not being very reactive to things. So in the reverse, it is those things. It's being very reactive. It's sort of a volatile energy. And with the Nine of Swords is a card of sleepless nights, anxiety, sadness, fear. In the traditional deck, it's the guy sitting up in bed and sort of holding his hands or his head in his hands and looks like he's crying. So that's not positive. The Lovers in reverse is kind of obvious, right? In the upright, it's good. It's soulmate energy. It's true love. It's partnership. It's teamwork. It's we're in this together. So in the reverse, it feels different from that. It feels opposite of that. It feels like maybe we're not connecting. Maybe we're not communicating. We're not on the same page. It can just be, you know, arguing. It can be doubting a relationship. Strength in the upright can be Leo. This is the card of Leo, but this is normally your inner strength. It's not physical strength. It's more spiritual, mental strength and stability, and your inner warrior and that inner fire, inner fighter. And in the reverse, it's just the opposite of those things. It's not feeling like you have that, or not really wanting to fight, I guess, not wanting to even stand up for yourself at times. Okay, and then we got the Six of Wands again. Is that Wands? Yeah, Six of Wands in the upright this time, though, and we just got it in the reverse. So maybe this is changing, or these other things are happening in the pursuit of this feeling. Like, this is the important thing. I want to feel like a king, and you're not making me feel like a king, maybe. Does that make sense? I don't know if Camilla's a critical person. I do know that she comes from money. She was married before, I believe, to a military man, right? And I think that when you are married multiple times, more than one time, there is sometimes comparison. It's very easy, especially when things are not good, to compare. Even if your first partner was not right for you and was not good to you, you do sort of romanticize the past. You start remembering, you know, things that they did or that they said that your current partner doesn't do or doesn't say. And, you know, that can be really unhealthy in a marriage. And I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but it's sort of the energy that I'm getting right here is that, yeah, well, you don't do this like you used to, or, you know, you're nothing like so-and-so, and that's just really unhealthy. It's not, things like that stick with people, okay? If you say something like that to your spouse, you better believe that they're going to remember it, okay? It's never a good thing to compare. It's never a good thing to try to tell somebody that one of their faults is just that they're not this other person, because they can't fix that. It's not something they can really do anything about, you know? And it sort of sounds, it feels like you're just telling them that they are fundamentally wrong, fundamentally not right for you. And so that puts them in a position of, like, it's not even something that they can work on, you know? It sounds like you've made this determination about them, and that, you know, there's not anything they can do about it. Yeah, the Chariot. And this is the card I was thinking about, you guys, when I had the Strength in reverse, because the Chariot is also such a card of inner warrior. It's your inner strength. This is victory, and it's triumph, and it's the Sun of Stars, but this has long fought, okay? This is victory after some kind of battle, okay? You've been through it. And then we have the Daughter of Swords, but she was in the reverse. I don't usually read these cards in reverse, but for this reading, I'm going to. Even in the upright, though, Daughter of Swords is someone who notices everything, okay? She's great energy. She's very sharp and quick-witted, which is good, but she notices everything as well, which causes her to be sometimes hypercritical. And it can be tough to be around a person who has such high standards for themselves, and they expect that of you, and maybe that's not how you are, and you're more relaxed with that. And you guys, tell me if you see things that I'm not seeing. I'm just sort of doing a casual reading this morning because I wanted to put one up there today for Charles and Camilla. I'm going to try to pull one more card, and then I'm going to let that be it. How are you guys doing today? Are you on spring break? Are your kids on spring break? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on with you. Yeah, okay, so Ace of Swords is truth. It's mental clarity. It's a revelation. You see the lightning strikes there? It is coming to something very suddenly, but it is something that's true, okay? A lot of swords over here on this side of that. I'm going to try to maybe get one or two more. What I was going to say, my husband and I are going to travel possibly to Ireland in a few months to Dublin. So if you're from Dublin or familiar with that area, tell me some good things that happened there. Because right now in my mind, all I know when I think of Ireland is green and I think of beer. And no offense, it's just I've never been there. So my husband is cool with the beer thing. That's great. But I want to make sure that if we go for a whole week, is there enough to do there? Are there things to see? Is there art and culture and museums and castles? Because I like an active vacation. I want to go out and do things while we're there and see things and meet people. So if you have suggestions for me, I'll take those. Yeah, okay. So we have the Emperor. Did come out in reverse. The Emperor is, a lot of people say this is a great father. For me, this is more, it's not necessarily a father. It's just the male who's in charge. It's the patriarch. For me, when I do a reading for myself, this is my my deceased grandfather, always, because he was the head of our family. So for me, this is Charles, okay? And when it comes out with the Four of Cups, it feels, you see the rat over the cups. Would you want to drink out of any of those cups? It feels like there are no good choices. So either Charles is feeling like there's no good choices. There's no direction I could turn that would make me happy right now. Or somebody feels this way about Charles, okay? They're looking at him like you're supposed to be this, but this is what I'm getting. That said, 4 is the number of stability, okay? Normally in tarot and in numerology, 4 is a stable energy. So it looks like they're solid, but there are some, there's some things going on. I think the stability means more that they're going to stay married. They're in this, they're committed to this for the long haul, but they do have some differences. And that's normal, that whole 7-year itch thing. You've been together for a little while and there's starting to be some cracks. You start to see these people more as human, because they are. And the things that you thought were cute before annoy you now. So it looks like they may be having some friction. It doesn't look like anything super serious. Especially if they can turn it, if Camilla is willing to not resist this change, she needs to realize that some of the things that she feels or that she's going through are self-perpetuating, that she's doing that to herself. It looks like the age-old thing where he doesn't feel respected, so then he's not meeting her needs. My husband and I have been through that, so I sort of relate to this. Anyway, tell me what you thought about it. Tell me what you hear. What's the gossip? What do you want me to read on? And I will get to those. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you would be so kind. Email me if you want a private reading. I do have a couple slots left this week, and then I won't be back until Tuesday of next week for those. But I'll put all that in the description box below. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.